Digital Inclusion Charter is an initiative of Digital Communities Wales. It's an attempt to capture best practice in terms of digital inclusion activity for organisations across Wales. The Charter's really open to any organisation, and it's a really good way of celebrating and acknowledging the activity that organisations are doing in terms of tackling digital exclusion.
It was important for us to sign up to the Charter so that we could sort of support staff, and all the points on the Digital Charter we were actually doing anyway, supporting clients and supporting staff to get further training. So it was important for us to be included in the bigger picture, really.
We don't want digital inclusion just to be something that's mentioned that's important, but actually there's not a lot of commitment to. We want this to be embedded across the organisation. So we want our housing officers, for example, to be able to use tablets when they're out and about in the field. We want our residents to have the skills that they need to keep in touch with their friends and family, and that's going to alleviate their isolation. We want this to be something that all staff, all volunteers are committed to across the entire organisation.
The reason why the Council signed up for the Digital Inclusion Charter is that we've decided that we need to be expanding the information and the services we offer online, because we're conscious that increasingly there are lots of people in the community who expect to receive their information and services in that way. But the members of the Council, or the councillors, have been very clear that we've got to make sure that we don't leave behind people as we embark upon that journey.
We're asking organisations to sign up to 6 commitments around digital inclusion, and those commitments are showing how they're basically looking to embed digital inclusion principles in their day-to-day activity, and also how they're working with their staff, their volunteers and their customers, consumers and beneficiaries around how they're trying to embed digital inclusion principles and practices both operationally and strategically.
Gives us a quality mark and an assurance of the level of service that people are receiving when they come into the library. So it's a whole package for support.
Making sure that there's quality training for everybody is vital, and I think for all organisations, like, the recommendation is sign the Charter and just deliver these sessions for people.
Nice to have companionship and friendship, you know, in a friendly atmosphere and a comfortable atmosphere as well. Well, it's important because technology is changing all the time, and it's important to keep people up to date.
Skype, that's the one where I can talk to my son in Canada and my daughter in Italy. It brings us closer together.
We put in more things online, and what we can be doing is joining up our efforts to help people to access those services alongside health, alongside the job centre and so on. So where the Digital Inclusion Charter is helpful then is that we've all got a common understanding of what we're trying to achieve, and we're sharing ideas between us and working together.
You get a kick out of seeing people who are so nervous to start off with and don't know anything, and then they just fly.